Hey guys, Robin Slayer here, and welcome back to Doki Blue Skies. Now, sorry I didn't record yesterday. I actually was not feeling really good yesterday, so I felt like I needed to get off early. I was streaming live, but I just, I needed to get off a little bit early, just because, just because I wasn't really feeling it, and I didn't want to force myself, yeah, I also have I have a bad headache, but I didn't want to skip recording again just because of a headache. So, I'm gonna go ahead and record. Now, do this video. It's getting kind of annoying. This is only the 4th day, and remember before the festival, but it's kind of annoying because it's just new. It's just the old Doki Literature Club rephrased. Until we get past the festival part. So this is only part 6. I want to at least see if I can get past all the old Doki Literature Club stuff in this one. If you know what I mean, get past Friday, get through Saturday, Sunday, or if there is a Saturday, get through the Sunday with whoever girl I'm going to be spending time with, and then get through the festival. When we get to the festival, that is where I don't want to skip out. Because the festival part is going to be the interesting part of this entire series. I don't know. Hopefully I don't burn to death in here. Actually, what does it look like outside? I can't even tell. It's like half cloudy. Like one half of the sky is completely full of clouds, completely dark, while the other half is just bright blue skies. I'm gonna die in here without air conditioning, but oh well. I finally made my bed for once, guys. Yay. See, I don't know why I always try to get on earlier. Only try to get on early to play Fortnite, but I do. If you guys want to, but if anybody watching this, anybody who wants to watch me play Fortnite live, and, can't watch it on this channel, link in the description, to my Twitch. Anyway, last time we left off is where, well, you guys know, because if you guys watched the last video, you guys will know what I'm talking about, but if you haven't watched the last video, and just, for some stupid reason, come in here and, watch this bull crap, then, what the hell is wrong with you? Go back and watch my entire series on this. 5 parts of just playing the original Doki Literature Club, but normally. Anyway, so apparently we were talking about how Monica is really enjoying an instrument and how she's just trying, and how Yuri is trying to get into playing the instrument. So, hopefully I can take this without my head hurting a lot. So, it's a really enjoyable instrument to play. Not to mention, I really love how it sounds. One moment, it can sound gentle and soothing. The next, powerful and full of force. The piano is an instrument that I'm familiar with too. Well, at least somewhat. My father had signed me up for piano lessons when I was younger. He'd been playing it since high school and wanted to pass his passion down to me. But I never really got into it. Considering that, you'd think that I would hate the piano. But for some reason, I find myself internally cheering on Monica. Maybe because it reminds me of my father in a way. Monica, you certainly are a talented individual. First starting with a club from the ground up and now picking up a piano on a whim. I doubt I'd be able to do that. Oh, don't say that! Anyone can do amazing things as long as they have a passion for it. Which is why I think we're all going to do amazing at the festival. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be awesome. Natsuki, weren't you just protesting the festival yesterday? Like a bitch? Well, obviously, I meant everything else besides our part of the festival. My tongue does not hurt anymore. So now I can do Natsuki's voice. Maybe that's why I took off yesterday, because my tongue still hurted a little bit too. So yay. I can do Natsuki's voice without hurting myself. I still don't like the idea of performing. Oh my god. Monica rolls her eyes. I don't want to start this whole debate over again either. But I am looking forward to everything else. It's a whole day of school where you can just run around and eat till you burst. I can see the eagerness in Natsuki's eyes. She must really like food. I know someone else who likes food as well. Kinda reminds me of a certain someone. Speaking of which, where is Sayori? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at the desk back of the room, staring out the window. No, does she still have depression in this mod? You pieces of crap. Why are you giving Sayori depression? Let her be happy. Protect the cinnamon bun. Protect her smile. My god. Oh my god. Oof. Oh god. Okay, I am. Please. Please. Please do it. Do it. I walk over to her. As I do, I hear the girls continue to converse behind me. Something about squid? Oh, the old Doki Doki Literature Club references. Something about squid? That makes no sense in translation? Breaking fourth wall? Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Hey! You're spacing out again, you dummy. Hey, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Nani? You okay? She forces a smile. It's not very convincing. Of course I am, silly. Why wouldn't I be? I don't know. You just seem a bit off today. Maybe I'm wrong, but my mom orders back what she asked me as we were walking home together. Wanna smash? That's what she asked of me. Oh no. You worry too much, Jake. I'm fine. Seriously. She shows me another smile, much bigger than more genuine. While it seems much more Sayori-like, there's still something inside me that feels like something's up. Sayori must have noticed, as she hastens to explain. To tell you the truth, I didn't get much sleep last night. I'm really tired, so sorry if I'm a little cranky. Seriously though, I'm probably not much fun to hang around with right now. Why don't you spend some time with the others? Might try and have a little nap. Sure. Okay, just know that if anything's bothering you, you can talk to me, okay? I hate to see you suffering in silence. She nods. Suffering might be a little strong of a word. Oh, sorry. Suffering might be a little bit strong of a word. Good. Dang. Oh. I am very, very itchy. Is it getting here outside? I need to check. It looks like it might be. I don't know. I have my phone. I have a phone, everybody. Oh, wait. Why did my microphone get pushed all the way over there? Excuse me? Excuse me? Why did my microphone get pushed over there? Oh, am I expecting any rain? Yes, we are expecting rain. Thank God I went for my walk today. Oh, well, you know what I mean. Sayori nods again, then shoos me away. Get out of here! Go! As I wander off to talk to Monica, that feeling of uneasiness isn't going away. Maybe that's just how Sayori is these days. I mean, it's been a few years since we've probably hung out together. Maybe she's changed? Deep down, I know that isn't the reason. Still, maybe Monica knows more than I do. After all, she's the president, right? I timidly approach her. She's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Done talking about some squid? Jake, what's up? Yo, what's up? I decided to jump right in. There's no point beating about the bush. Hey, so have you noticed anything wrong with Sayori recently? Wrong? What do you mean? I don't know. Just she seems a little downcast today. So do you have any idea what she might be feeling off? Like, have you seen her act this way before? No, I can't say that I've ever seen her like this before. Yeah, she said she's just feeling tired because she didn't get much sleep. But to be honest, I'm not buying it. She's normally upbeat and cheerful. Her behavior has been so uncharacteristic. Monica appears across the room to Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk, just like the regular game where she had depression. Wait, didn't she say she was going to try and nap? Just like the original game. Maybe there is something on her mind. My question though is, why are you asking me, Jake? You've certainly known her longer than I have. Yeah, well, you've spent more time around her recently than I have with the club and all. I guess so, but I've never seen her dismiss me. Maybe she didn't exactly dismiss me, but it felt like she just wanted me gone. Sorry, I'm just concerned for her, you know? I wanted to ask if you knew anything, that's all. No, I appreciate you coming to me. It's really sweet how concerned you are for her. After all, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, so like, that's out of the way, but you know, she's trying to take you away from me, goddammit. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. I'll do it myself. Are you sure that's a good idea? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? I know you've known Sayori for longer than I have, so perhaps you're right. Still, it's worth a try. I also have to talk to her what she wants to do for the festival anyway. Oh, alright. Fair enough then. Just hope she's more receptive to you than she was with me. Monica pauses, studying my worried facial expression. The warmth of her smile reflects in her eyes. You really care about her, don't you? From what I can gather, you've been friends for a while. Yeah, we've been childhood friends for as long as I can remember. Although before I joined the club, we had been drifting a lot. I hate thinking that she's been like this before without me around to help her, if that makes any sense. Hey, I know it's hard, Jake. It's never easy seeing a friend suffer. But for what it's worth, she's lucky to have someone so thoughtful looking out for her. Don't blame yourself for it. You can't always be there for everyone. I know she's right, but the feeling of guilt still resides. Yeah, I guess. Hey, she's been a lot happier since you joined the club, you know. Huh? Really? Yep, she told me she was kind of surprised at first, as she didn't expect you to want to join. But once she got over that, she enjoyed having you around. Anyway, I know it's hard seeing her like this. I'll talk to her and see what I can do, okay? She'll be fine. Don't worry. Hopefully this is not like the regular game. Monica, please don't be a bitch. Because I don't like it when you killed your friends. I don't like it when you kill Sayori and Yuri and somehow delete Natsuki, who I don't give a crap about, but I sure hope so. Let's just hope you're right, Monica. Thank you for everything, by the way. You've been a big help. You're too kind, Jake. Nothing to thank me for. She stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet. Is she corrupting her again? Please. Please. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible. Impossible. When the cinnamon bun's always happy, but you found out that she has depression. Impossible. It's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica to talk to her. For some reason, I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. Okay, please don't tell me this is like the regular game. I don't want it to be like the original game. Glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice that Yuri is peering over her book at me. Waifu! Waifu! Realizing that she's staring, she timidly hides behind her book. Does she overhear the stuff about Sayori? Perhaps she can help. I walk over to where Yuri's sitting inside into a desk next to her.
I'm sorry if I was distracting you. I didn't mean to stare at you like that.
Yuri, it's okay. You're not bothering me at all. Oh god, I can't stop. Always freaking. I don't ever drink or anything before this, and I freaking get the burps. But yet when I'm freaking streaming, I have no problem. She sighs. She sighs. She sighs, appearing somewhat relieved.
I see. Well, I couldn't help but notice you were in deep thought. You're deep in thought. God damn it. Is there something on your mind, Jeek?
Well, yes, actually. But how could you tell? She gently flicks a page in her book back and forth, rubbing her thumb gingerly against the corners.
I'm usually alone with my thoughts, so I know what to look for. Not that I was specifically watching you or anything. Oh dear, I hope you don't think that's weird of me.
Don't worry about it. I think being so perceptive is kind of cool. Perhaps you could help me with something, Yuri. Her curiosity piqued. She folds the page she was reading slightly to the market for later, then shuts the book and turns to me.
Are you sure I'm the right person for that?
I do. You seem to have your head on right, so you'll probably give me great advice.
I see. Well, I'll do my best, I suppose.
Okay, so I guess the main issue is actually... Have you noticed anything up with Sayori?
Sayori?
She glances over at Sayori, who's totally oblivious to what's happening around her. Yeah, things just seem really different, you know? Like she's not herself. I tried to ask her about it, and she just told me she was tired. Hello, phone? Why do you do this to me? Why do you turn off? Why did my phone just turn on randomly when I didn't want it to? Yuri. Oh wait, I didn't read the thing. Yuri idly taps her book with her finger, apparently thinking things over.
That must be quite worrying for you. I'm sorry to hear that she's not feeling well. Forgive me if this is an inappropriate question, but do you mind asking me how long you've known each other?
Gosh, as long as I can remember, really. We hung out a lot as kids, but as we got older, we kind of drifted apart. Since I've been coming to the club, though, I've had the opportunity to spend a bit more time with her. Yuri nods contemplatively.
Okay, well, perhaps she doesn't feel comfortable sharing what's ailing her? That's not to say she doesn't think of you as a good friend.
God.
You just, haven't really seen much of each other recently, have you? Forgive me if that sounds too harsh.
I place my hand on Yuri's shoulder. She tenses up for a split second, but quickly eases down again. Yuri, trust me. If you were bothering me, I'd tell you. You need to stop apologizing so much. It's really okay.
Sorry, I mean...
I let out a soft laugh. She's very sincere. It's quite endearing. I understand where you're coming from, though. Perhaps I'll need to work my way up to that level of connection with her again. Yuri folds her arms and tilts to the side, allowing her long violet hair to droop down over the desk.
Jake, have you heard of the proverb about the three masks?
Huh? I don't think I have.
Well, to put it simply, every person has three different faces. The first is how we present ourselves in people in public. Strangers, passersby, that sort of thing. The second is how we present ourselves to our close friends and family, the ones that we hold dear to our hearts. And last is reserved only for oneself. It's our truest representation of being that no one else can possibly interpret.
That's actually pretty amazing. Yuri truly seems to know what she's talking about.
Notice that I said how we present ourselves, not how we feel. I think perhaps that that the way Sayori acts and the way she feels aren't necessarily the same.
I think I understand. But what makes you bring that up?
You felt as though something wasn't right from the beginning, correct? Maybe your intuition is trying to guide you towards that conclusion on its own. Of course, that's just my perspective. It's entirely possible that I'm looking too much into it. Although, I must admit, I am curious about her seemingly sudden attitude shift. I wonder what could have caused that. I assume you don't know any potential events that could have had an impact on her life, do you?
Nothing comes to mind, although, as you said earlier, I'm not sure if she'd tell me anything. She turns to face me, wearing a plaintive smile.
I understand this must be quite frustrating for you, Jake. You want to help her, but she won't let you. But sometimes there's only so much you can do. For now, your best would just to be simply to let her know you're there for her without prying. I'm sure she would open up to you when she feels comfortable doing so. She's lucky to have such a thoughtful person looking out for her. Friends like that are quite hard to come by these days.
Monica said something similar to me just now. Rode the back of my neck in embarrassment. You guys give me too much credit. I'm just doing what any friend should do, right? There's nothing extraordinary about what I'm doing for Sayori.
So humble.
Anyway, do you mind if we do some reading? I can't do anything else for Sayori, so I might as well take my mind off of it.
Of course. I thought we could carry on with the Portrait of Markov. You know, the devil book? If that's okay with you, that is.
Yeah, sure. That'll do fine. But before we get into it, I just wanted to say thanks. For listening to me, I mean. You've been super supportive, even though this stuff doesn't really have anything to do with you. So, really appreciate it. You're a genuine person, Yuri. Not to mention, you've got a cool taste in literature.
I don't know what to say.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, sorry. It's just that you're really mature and insightful. And for someone like me who isn't very good with emotions, you really hit the nail on the head.
Sorry, I'm just not really used to people being so nice.
I frown. That's kind of surprising. Sure, she's a little quiet, but she's really got her heart in the right place. It's okay. I should have been more mindful. Shall we start reading?
If you wouldn't mind, thank you, though. I'm glad you joined the club, by the way.
Hey, we did some reading.
Okay, everyone.
After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room.
Why don't we share our poems now?
Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to the reciter to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica. She smiles reassuringly at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. As we said, I always go into my order of best girl to least best girl. So Yuri.
Jake, it amazes me every time you show me a new composition. Your poetry is phenomenal. I can't fathom how you're able to write this so naturally. The words flow through the page with vigor. It even makes me feel somewhat jealous. It seems so easy for you, whereas I find myself stressing about each piece.
Yuri, I don't think that's entirely accurate. I don't have an innate talent for writing, but I do know an incredibly skilled writer whose work motivates me to do my best. And that's you, Yuri.
But my goodness.
Yuri gently smiles to herself, closing her eyes.
This feeling, I had no idea that sharing my poetry would feel like this. It's so freeing.
Yeah, it really is. Still can't believe you never shared your writing before now. I think so many people would love to see your work.
You say that, but I'm not sure it's that simple.
Yeah? How so?
Well,
Yuri looks out the window wistfully.
Jake, do you know what I do in the afternoons? I like to find a quiet spot to eat lunch by myself. It's a wonderful time to reflect on things without distraction. In fact, I'm also able to catch up on my reading. Do you know why I enjoy reading so much, Jake? There are so many amazing types of people within the pages. People whom I infatuate you, or perhaps someone who could make you smile in the darkest moments. It sounds pathetic, but it makes me feel better about my solitude. It's almost as if I have my own group of friends. Is that weird? I don't have to worry about disappointing them. They don't find joy in deriding me, and they don't hate me for acting so insufferably pretentious.
Yuri, do people really say those things about you?
People might think that I'm haughty, or that I'm a know-it-all, but in actuality, I know nothing useful about the world. I might be able to tell you what defines a Shakespearean sonnet, but I'm totally lost when it comes to socializing. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that it became apparent that something where I was missing. You.
Me? Are you sure?
Yes. The fact you are willing to be patient with me, it really means a lot to me. I know there's so many things wrong with me, Jake. My diction is irritatingly slow. I'm never able to find confidence in my own opinions.
Okay, hold on a second. I don't need to look outside and make sure that it is getting close. Okay, I can't see a goddamn thing out there. Oh god, okay.
And I look for hidden depths where they don't exist. But despite all of that, you didn't leave me. Jake, I can count on one hand the number of people I feel comfortable talking to. You're one of those people. And I'm so grateful for that.
I see. Well, in my eyes, you're an incredible person. It'd be weird if I didn't treat you nicely, you know? I joined this club hoping to meet some new people, and I'm glad I got to meet you.
Yes. I'm glad that I got to meet you too.
Yuri has her face in her hands. However, I noticed she is smiling this time. Do you want to show me your poem?
Yes. Yes, I do. Let me get it for you.
New poem. Heartbeat, pounding eyes, exasperation, flowing liquid, confederation, something. Rhythmic pulse of candid blush, delicate notes, thoughts that rush. A considerate quail, quietly quelled, sleepy ribbons of blessed excelled, careful hearts, one wild and flimsy, patch unbroken and ultimate whimsy, nebulous trails of dainty tracks, final thoughts, no turning back, inseparable, fervent drive to breathe kindness, calm that will never leave, exalted glow of fluorescent moss, grateful steps of love and loss, happy thoughts on hidden grief, a cautiously cut crimson leaf, thashing thread of an untamed gaze, cacophonous chaos of hearts ablaze, sparkling sounds of silent desire, from strawberry rhythms that never tire. That was already hard to read as it was. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away.
I didn't do anything wrong, did I?
No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about.
Maybe it's hypocritical of me, but I'm not sure how I can explain this one.
Don't worry. The meaning is pretty clear to me. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. You must have put a lot of thought into this one, huh? Yuri nods. Well, I'm really happy that you showed me this poem, so thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. A small smile plays across Yuri's lips. Once again, again try hand to pack the bone to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes it back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch.
You can, the poem is...
Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Yuri smiles again. There's something so pure about it. Aw, so cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. I had to. It was adorable. It was adorable. I have to screenshot this one because I need to make another thumbnail. Another thumbnail. So, oof. Here smiles again. There's something pure about it.
You always know what to say, Jake. Perhaps someday I can make you feel good too.
Yeah, I'd like that. Yuri finally turns back toward me.
We should probably think about sharing with the others. But I'll see you later, won't I?
Yeah, I promise, Yuri. With that, Yuri pivots around on her heel, making her way back to her desk.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Say oh we. It's good to see you taking poetry seriously, Jake. Yeah, truthfully, I wasn't really sure how much I'd like the Yeah, truthfully, I wasn't really sure how much I'd like writing poems, but coming here made me realize how enjoyable it can be. It looks like you've really been influenced by Yuri too. Huh? Have I? Did you write it specifically for her? What? No, I didn't. What gives you that impression? Baka. Oh, wait. Never mind, it's a nice poem, by the way. Oh, thank you. An awkward silence descends upon us. It's good to see you're making friends, though. Seeing you get closer to them, seeing you happy, it makes me happy, too. I turn to look at her, but she's so deliberately avoiding eye contact as she aimlessly fiddles with a pen in her hands. Her words really don't match her demeanor. No sense in questioning it, though, as I already know what the response would be. How was your nap, by the way? Oh yeah, it was great. Really helped. I'm fully aware that she didn't nap at all, and the fact she went along with the lie further confirms my suspicions. I opened my mouth to call her out on it, but then I stopped, remembering Yuri's words. Perhaps now it isn't the best time to ask her about whatever's on her mind. It's not like we're best friends nowadays. There's clearly some distance between us, as much as I don't want to admit it. I've asked her what's wrong, but she didn't really confide with me. It's frustrating, but as Yuri said, all I can do now is let her know I'm there for her and respect her boundaries. Sometimes you just have to work with the hand you've been dealt, I guess. Hey, Yuri, look, this might sound a little bit weird. I just wanted to know that I'm here for you, no matter what's going on. I shouldn't have pried earlier. I should have respected your privacy. It's just hard for me to sit back and do, well, it feels like nothing. It's okay, I appreciate the concern. Thank you anyway. Monaco told me you wanted to discuss our festival preparations after everyone was done sharing poems. So, we should probably show you my poem now. Anyway, here it is. Oh, I never got to read. That's right, in the original game, she just went home early. But it still sounds like she has depression. Oh my god. Oh god, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Fairy tale. In a kingdom far, far away, there was a castle. In the castle, there was a wish. The wish came to be long, long ago. She was made to be an angel, but I wasn't an angel. I was just a wish to make everyone happy. I took on their burdens and did what I could. I kept safe their dreams like a garden should. The seeds from my efforts then spread far and wide. I felt them with power I found deep inside. People like me when I make things right, but they got used to it and stopped believing so much. I watched the children play and I felt sad, but I was happy too. I really was. Oh. It truly was enough to be the fairy godmother, the one everyone depended on and trusted. But time kept on passing as I gave my all, I had nothing left and I couldn't stand tall. But I kept on going as I had always done, a soldier in battle with nowhere to run. Even wishes get tired too. Once everyone was happy, my job was done. But what came after? I could see darkness on the horizon. Quick made it all go away. With everything's big and bright, what more could anyone wish for? Nobody knew how long it would keep up. But they kept living happily ever after. So, what did you think? Well, Siri, I had no idea you could write like this. This is something else. Have the others seen this? No, not yet. You're the first one I've shown it to. What an honor, eh? So, what's this one about? From what I can gather, it's about someone who tries to keep everyone happy, right? She nods. And people like that. But eventually they kinda got used to it. But that's okay, because at least they were still happy. And this person, the kingdom's wish, even she gets a little tired from time to time. But as long as everyone's happy, that's her job. She's happy when the others are happy. That's the most important thing. I look back at the poem, trying to pick up on the more subtle meanings. But surely the angel doesn't have to be alone. Perhaps don't have to depend on her just to be happy. Surely the angel could share her responsibility, right? I don't know, maybe I'm just looking into it a bit too much, but I just feel kind of sorry for her. I blink, and am I seriously emphasizing what with a fictional angel? Maybe I'm really getting into this poetry thing. I'm glad my poems can get such a reaction out of you, Jake. I really put a lot of thought into this one last night, and you seem to pick up on it. With an uncomfortable dawn of realization, it could become quite clear how this poem relates to Sayori. I'm not gonna have much luck questioning that though. Well, I hope the angel finds happiness soon. Maybe she would share her burdens with other people. She just might be surprised at how receptive the people of the kingdom are. But then they'll be sad. They would be selfish. Or maybe they'll be happy to give something back to their angel. After all, she was keeping them happy. It's only fair they get to give something back, right? A shake of the head and a sad smile is my only response. Oh. Natsuki. Yeah, no thanks. Screw you! Oh wait, what? Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Wait, what? You didn't even... Next! As predicted, Monica. Hi, Jake! I approach Monica, wanting to talk about Sayori with her some more. But she takes control of the conversation before I can say anything and immediately jumps into club business. This might come down as a surprise, but we have a festival coming up soon. Oh wow, I never would have guessed. Have you thought about what you wanted to submit to perform at the festival? Well, meeting this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it some more thought. Despite any praise the girls might have given me, I really doubt that my poetry is up to snuff. I'm sure that there's not just a bias during the poetry discussions. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it will turn out great. You wouldn't want to let down the club, right? She says that with a teasing tone, but a chill runs down my spine when I think about the implications and disappointing everyone. Who knows what Monica would do to me if I betrayed her as her loyal literature club subject. Not to mention, I'm also looking forward to seeing your performance. Right. That's definitely something that I can relate to. Don't worry so much. You'll do fine. After all, you've been doing fine in these poetry discussions so far. So you say. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Here it is. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. The Box Part 2. On my nightstand sits on an ornate box, painstakingly crafted, decorated with most delicate filigree. But this is what Yuri would do if you chose her path. She would give you the Ghost Under the Light Part 2. But if you didn't, she would give you the poem called Beach. This probably doesn't really mean anything, though. This probably doesn't mean anything, so I'm not gonna really read it. You know,
I feel like looking for answers and contemplating your reality are the sorts of things that you give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, I'm almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. How fitting. Somber subjects for a somber day.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans are one-dimensional creatures.
Oh, she didn't say two-dimensional. She didn't say two-dimensional. She didn't say two-dimensional. She ain't breaking the fourth wall.
That's what makes people so interesting. You might think that it would be better. It would be way better if everyone was happy and uncomplicated all the time. But how would we know what happiness was if it weren't for the sadness to compare it to?
I guess that's true. Even so, I'd rather not see my friends so troubled.
Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Yay! Do you ever feel discouraged when something's you put a lot of time into doesn't get as much attention as you thought it would? For instance, you could have spent hours on a poem, only to have your friends barely glance at it when you show it to them. But it might make you feel like doing any more is useless. And the sad truth is, the world is so saturated with creative works already that most people don't receive any attention, at least relative to the most popular artists and authors. There's actually not much you can do about in that situation besides try your best. However, you also shouldn't think of things in terms of your popularity and number of views. And the most important thing should be your own personal self-satisfaction. If you're proud of yourself and your work, then I say that's enough of success.
That was the most depressing writing tip of the day ever. That was the most depressing writing tip of the day ever.
That's it for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done sharing poems, right? In which case, let's start figuring out what we're all gonna do for the festival.
You still remembered. I'll pretend I didn't hear
that. Anyways, as I was saying,
well, I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making her specialty cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Talented.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all poetry pamphlets. Sayori, you mentioned goodie bags earlier, if I remember correctly. Yep, I want to make some goodie bags for everyone and put in little quotes, bookmarks, and candies.
We get a Sayori route. But I'm going for Yuri's route. Crap, I need to go back to this mod at some point and go through all the routes. That would be interesting. I would love to go back through all the routes. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, we get to pick frickin' we can even pick Monica too, I think. No. I need to save it at some point.
I guess that was it. Great idea. People will love that.
Indeed, we're glad you're helping, Sayori.
Oh, you guys, it's nothing special. The cupcakes sound amazing, though.
Of course, because I'll be making them. Of course, because I'm a goody two-shoes son of a bitch. Natsuki.
Jesus Christ.
We'll all share a collective laugh.
How about you, Yuri?
Ideally, I'd like to do something that could enhance the atmosphere of our performances. I would like to experiment with some aromatherapy as well, if that's okay with you. God, I couldn't figure out the words, God damn it.
Of course, that's fine. I'm excited to see what you come up with. You also got beautiful handwriting, so perhaps that's something that involves that.
Yuri ponders for a moment.
How about banners and decorations?
It's funny that you mentioned that. I was just about to say that myself.
Well, great minds think alike, right?
She shares a laugh with Yuri and turns to me.
Anyway, that leaves you, Jake.
The only club member who's useless.
Don't say that.
In fact, it looks like all of us have a lot of work to do for the festival. I'm pretty sure I speak for everyone when I say that some help would be much appreciated.
So it's basically a choice between who to spend my weekend with. Why do I suddenly feel so nervous?
I suppose I could use a bit of help.
Not that I really need it, but if you need to help bake stuff, I could always just have you do some of my dirty work. But if you help, you'd better not stick a cupcake to eat.
Natsuki, I doubt Jake will want to help you if you make him out of a burden. If you don't need any help, I believe he'd be better off assisting someone else.
Ugh. Well, that's up to him to decide. Maybe he likes baking. Have you ever thought of that? Besides, how hard could making decorations be anyway?
It's not as though I'm not only speaking for myself. Monica and Sayori would likely be appreciative of help as well. And not that it really matters, but decorating requires a lot of creativity and meticulous work.
So does baking. You never baked a day in your life. How could you possibly know? So as they're bickering, I can't help but notice that Sayori hasn't said a word. Does she not want me to help her? Or am I overthinking this? It's possible to think this properly with the arguing going on.
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, it's like Natsuki said. Jake's the only one who gets to decide how he'd like to contribute. There's no need to argue over him like he's the last boy on Earth. God damn it. I think it's fair to say that each of us have plenty of work to do.
This has nothing to do with him being a boy.
I agree. We're merely discussing our workloads.
Looks like Monica has untied Natsuki and Yuri with a common enemy.
Sorry. I was just saying though.
Jeez, can we just move on already?
Alright then, moving along. Jake, are you okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
I'm gonna save it right here just in case if I don't get a save option, you know. Of course.
Very well.
In that case,
everyone looks right at me, varying expressions playing on their faces. But of course, oh wait, I can say it right here. But of course, I'm gonna go with Natsuki, Yuri's, Monica, or Sayori. I'm gonna hate my life so much because I can choose. I want to go down Yuri's path, but I also want to go down Sayori's. But I didn't go down Sayori's route. This makes me so angry. I also want to pick Monica. I really want to pick Monica. I know I'm not going down Natsuki's route. And Yuri, I know Yuri's, but Monica or Sayori. That would be interesting. But I'm not going down Sayori's route. I'm not going down Sayori's route. I want to go down. Why? I need to do a freaking thing where I go back to the entire game and go down each of the characters' routes. Because I need to go down, because I'm going to try to go down Yuri's route, Natsuki's route, Monica's route, if that's even a route, because he doesn't have a thing, or Sayori's route. So I'm curious though, what if I pick Monica? Well, I think I'd probably be best suited to helping Monica.
Oh really? Jake, how so?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like she has the most work or anything. Heck, even Yuri has more to do.
Hatsuki, it's not a competition.
Hey!
Although, to tell you the truth, I would have to agree. Not to put any pressure on you or anything, Jake. I just think that my job is honestly suited for one person. After all, I'm gonna be designing the pamphlets on my laptop. Not sure how you can really contribute with that.
Guess that's true. Well, if you're sure you don't need any help then.
Don't worry about me. My mom does graphic design too, so I do have a resource and if I need help. Anyway, I'm happy that you offered to help me though.
Yeah, no problem.
So sorry to make you choose again. But do you have a preference for who to help?
Well, I can't go back.
Oh, I couldn't go back. I could not go back. I could not go back. Couldn't go back.
Oh, I'm so tired. Okay, Well, if not Monica, then I know these three are the only routes I can go down. So, Sayori's route I'm gonna have to save for another time. So, Yuri! Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri.
Me?
Are you serious? Why would you?
Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean.
No! I mean... I was just saying...
So you'll be helping Yuri then, Jake?
Yeah. If that's okay with you, Yuri.
Of course. Sorry, I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. Your assistance will be much appreciated.
Okay, well that's sorted then. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself?
I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine.
Okay. How about you, Sayori? We can work together if you want.
I think I'll be okay, thanks.
What an independent bunch you all are.
So, is that everything we needed to go over?
Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited?
Oh, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit.
She glances shyly in my direction.
Do you feel the same way, Jake?
Yeah, I haven't really made any banners before, and I don't know how much aromatherapy, whatever that is. So, it'll be a new experience for me. I'm sorry in advance if I'm not very useful, Yuri.
No, there's nothing to worry about. I appreciate you offering to help me in the first place.
Good to know. It'll be fun.
Yeah, that's the spirit, guys. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki?
I'm just looking forward to making all those cupcakes. But those new students better appreciate them or I'm gonna frickin' kill them all!
I'm sure they will, don't worry. Don't you worry, after all, they look as nice as they taste. Also, please don't kill them all.
There's a general murmur of agreement. I have a little surprise in mind with the cupcakes that I think everyone will like.
Oh, what'd that be?
Natsuki rolls her eyes. It's called a surprise for a reason, dummy. You'll find out on Monday.
Of course, how silly of me to forget. Also, don't call me a dummy, you bitch. Anyway, there's nothing more to discuss for today. Everyone knows what they're doing, so I'll see you all on Monday with your festival stuff. Oh, sorry, before I go, Siri, anything you want to add?
Siri has been awfully quiet. If I wasn't so worried about her, I might have forgotten that she was in the room. That's so mean. That's so mean. Okay, I need to check outside. Okay. No, I'm okay, thanks. I'm looking forward to what your little mystery is, Natsuki. Satsuki and Monica leave. Siri turns to Yuri and I. Oh, and Jake, Yuri, I hope you two have fun. She giggles as she walks out the door. Hang on. We're meant to walk home together. As I move forward to intercept her, I feel a tight tap on my shoulder. It's Yuri, looking incredibly sheepish.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you or anything. I realized we have no way of contacting each other for this weekend.
I forgot myself, actually. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Do you, want my mobile number?
I think that would be the best way, yes.
Okay, here you go. Hurry up, I need to get Sayori. We exchanged numbers. As I add her name on my list of contacts, I realize how small my contact list actually is. I got a girl's number on my phone. Oh God, I keep getting something stuck down my throat. Apart from Sayori and my parents, it's basically empty. Aw. A reminder of how life was before joining this club.
Jake.
Huh? Sorry, I must have spaced out a little.
It's okay, I was just saying I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
My house?
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. I just thought I'd be I'd be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house.
Oh yeah, I guess that's fine. I said not to press Yuri for a reason. I guess it's not really that important either way. I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I can actually contribute to whatever you have in mind, Yuri. I'm not nearly as creative as you are.
You don't underestimate yourself, Jake. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you choose me because you felt bad or something.
Wait, you don't actually think that, do you?
I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason why you may have chosen me.
You're forgetting the one reason that with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's simply what I want to do.
But
Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Besides, you helped me a lot with Sayori earlier. I have to return the flavor somehow.
Oh, you really don't have to worry about that.
I'm only teasing. I'd love to help you out. I'm only enjoying your company. Her face flushes a bright crimson.
There's no way you sincerely mean that.
Of course I do. You're a delight to be around, Yuri.
I see. Forgive me, Jake. It's just I really hear such kind spoken so genuinely.
I really can't understand why anyone would say mean things about her, just because she keeps to herself, or because her interests deviate a little from her norm. Regardless, I really want to spend my Sunday with you, Yuri. Can you believe me? She looks me straight in the eyes, deep in thought. It's almost as if she can see the gears turning in her head. After a brief moment, she sighs and nods.
Yes, I believe you. I hope that we can have an exceptional time together, Jake. I didn't mean for that to sound so serious. I'm not. I'm doing it again.
Yuri clears her throat.
What I wanted to say is, I'm looking forward to Sunday.
A gentle smile plays across her face. Me too, Yuri. I leave the club room. Yuri following behind me. It looks like Sayori didn't want to wave up for me. She's probably at home by now. Can't help but feel guilty about not walking home with her, but maybe she really does want to be left alone. It'd certainly explain why she seemed to shrug off my attempts to help her, right? But I feel like something's off. I wish I could just focus on what's going on in front of me. Oh, I like the transition. I like it. Yeah, I took a picture of the transition last time, so it's so cute how they all jumped at the end. Living room. I got a nice living room. Okay. I think I'm gonna press forward a little bit because I kind of want to get past the normal Sunday stuff. So thank God we're not going through a Saturday. We're gonna be going through a Sunday. And then going through, like Monday and stuff like that. So it's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. We've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning a little more about her. Peek out my window and notice, Yuri, she's not supposed to be here for a little while. I go downstairs and open the front door.
I was worried this was the wrong house. I probably should have asked about it earlier.
No, it's okay. You're here a bit early, though. But that's alright. I'm glad I took the time to tidy up things before she arrived. If she'd arrived early and I hadn't done anything, I would have been really embarrassed. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here. I suppose I was a bit anxious that I'd follow your directions wrong.
You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason.
It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right.
Okay, I think this is everything. Well, actually, I had a bit of trouble.
Is that so?
Yuri had texted me a list of art supplies yesterday, and I was supposed to pick them up for today. It probably works out better this way, since she'll be able to get exactly what she's looking for.
Well, we should be able to take some things from the art room at school. As long as I could leave my things at your house first, I'd rather not carry them with me.
Sure, no problem. Quickly open the door to my house, and Yuri places her things just past it. That way, we'll see them as soon as we get back.
Right then, shall we?
The two of us briskly start walking to school. The weather is beautiful, and the light breeze blows throughout the streets. Yuri is rather quiet, but she doesn't seem to be annoyed. I've come to learn that she tends to appreciate things from afar, so her silence isn't too worrying. It's odd being at school on the weekend. The mood of the place feels totally different without the crowds of students around. Yuri leads me down the long corridor until we reach a large, imposing door. I like the art style that they gave Yuri, especially with her after-school clothes. Dan Salvato did a really good job with this art. Or I don't think it was Dan who made the art, but still, it's really cute. I like Yuri a lot.
This should be it.
With a slight creak, she opens the door and heads inside. The smell of dry paint lingers in the air. Well, not terribly large, this place should have what we're looking for.
Okay, so we'll need a large cloth, banner, and some paints. Do you have brushes already?
I think so. It couldn't hurt to get some more, though. Yuri strides through the classroom and determined to look on her face. It's quite stunning contrast to how she usually appears. I kind of like it. She bends down and pulls a long, thick sheet of fabric from a shelf down below. With surprising haste, she folds up from the neat bundle and tucks it under her arm.
You know, Jake.
Yeah.
Well.
She closes her eyes and taking a quick breath.
I know we haven't started yet, but this is nice. We're doing something so simple together. It feels so interpreting.
That's a bit forward, isn't it? Yuri seems to think so too, as her face flushes.
Didn't mean for that to sound so serious. We're not even decorating yet, and I'm ruining things.
She retreats into the deep purple shroud of her hair, fidgeting with the loose strand. Now this is the Yuri I'm more accustomed to. Yuri, I thought we went over this. You don't have to worry about that. I know that's just your way of expressing how excited you are to start working on our part for the festival, and I'm excited too.
Okay, if that's how you really feel.
She nervously scans the shelves, picking out the various different paints we'll need. In the end, we spent a bit more time than I was expecting here. It seems Yuri really pays attention to the quality of what she wants. But if it'll make things go well with Yuri today, I don't mind. Right, shall we head back to my place to get started on this?
Yes, we should have everything we need now.
Once we arrive back at my house, I unlock the door and guide her up to my bedroom. There should be enough space for us to work on the banner up there. As soon as I open the door, Yuri wanders around my room curiously.
Jake, your house is remarkably tidy.
I cleaned it before you came over, so...
Oh, you didn't have to do that just for me.
Oh, no. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here.
I see. That makes sense after all. A clear room makes a clear mind, does it not?
Yeah. I'm gonna save it here. Oh boy, this episode was pretty interesting, because knowing that Sayori has a root now, because in the last one you can pick Sayori. But the girls would argue with you saying that, but Sayori's helping Monica. I thought Sayori and Monica were helping each other, but apparently Sayori's doing goodie bags, so it'd be pretty interesting to go down Sayori's route whenever I get the chance to. So I'll do that at some point. In the future. But this was a pretty interesting episode. This is only part 6 though, and yet it's already, and we're not even to the festival yet. So, oh boy. Alright, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did like it, then please smash that like button. It'd be really appreciative. Also, subscribe for more Doki Doki content and other stuff that I upload. Also, comment down below who is your best girl. And as well, also hit that notification bell so that way you guys don't ever miss a single video that I upload to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time.